What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Beluga here, back again with another dumbass video that no one asked for. Now, today's video is going to be a story time, but it's gonna probably be the longest video I ever had on this channel. So yeah, be ready for that. I didn't really intend it to be this long, but I mean, I'm recording this after I recorded everything else. But yeah, so today's story time is going to be about a Black Lives Matter protest that I guess happened in my school at some point. Now, this is around when the Black Lives Matter protest first started, so it wasn't really that big of a deal given that we were all in either 6th or 7th grade, and the teachers probably were just undermining it because they knew we couldn't do anything. But they were totally wrong, and today's story gets a little out of hand. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications so you will always know when I post a new video. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get into it. Alright, so today's story time happens in 6th grade. This is a good 2 years ago, alright? So today just starts out like a regular day. I wake up, I go to school, talk to friends on the bus, and then we get off, and then the day was perfectly normal until the end of lunch. So lunch ends, right? And I'm just going to my 4th period class because I really did not want to fucking get into any type of problems. I had my hood over my head, I was sleepy as shit, and I did not want to hear any of that bullshit that happens every day at my school. So yeah, I was basically just, staying out of all trouble's way. But no matter how desperate you are just to stay and mind your own business, things always end up happening, and that's what happened to me this story time. So it was going all well until I actually got to my the 6th grade wing. So my school was configured to where there was 3 wings where school happened. So there's the 6th grade wing, which has 6th grade and then art, and music, and I guess chorus. I don't know why that was a thing. It should have just been a part of music. But yeah, art, music, and chorus were all in the 7th grade wing. 6th grade wing, and I was just coming away from the 7th grade wing, which actually is just up the stairs from the 8th grade wing. So I was coming from the 7th grade wing because that's where I had JROTC, and if you don't know what that is, you're so fucking lucky. If you ever get the chance to either take JROTC or PE, take PE. I don't care how much you hate the fucking coach, because JROTC is some army bullshit that no one asked nor cared about. But enough about my rant about JROTC. So I was coming down, and it all got worse when I hit the 6th grade wing. I come in, and immediately I get hit with an abundance of random noises. Kids were banging on lockers like wild chimpan fucking seas, screaming "No justice, no peace," because I guess that was a trend. Which, if you don't know, in my opinion, I think Black Lives Matter was a serious thing at the start, but then became a trend. Damn, that really gotta suck. But yeah, they were all screaming "No peace, no justice," and I didn't really care about anything at that point. I just wanted to go to class so I can sleep. So I was like pushing bitches out the way, dude. I was going full bulldozer through that fucking crowd. But eventually I hit like the middle of the crowd, and then I couldn't push anybody anymore because yeah, it was just too many people, and I couldn't like just start rushing by everyone because there was too crowded. And so this goes on for like around 6 or 7 minutes until administration gets called down to the 6th grade wing to handle the situation. So they come into the 6th grade wing, and then when I tell you everyone started booking it over to the lunchroom, these motherfuckers looks like Usain Bolt in the flesh. But yeah, they get to fucking running, and me being me, I didn't want to get caught in this situation, but I also didn't want to get in trouble. So I just stood there while everyone was just running, And they thought they were about to fucking push me down. Because some kid thought he was some hot shot and tried pushing me down when I was, trying just to stand there and wait till everyone moved so I can get to my 4th period class. This motherfucker tries pushing me. I pushed that dude so hard, he fell on the ground, and I guess his head got hurt or something, but I didn't fucking care. And then he looked at me and said, "Fuck you." I said, "Fuck you too, bitch." And then he ran away. So, didn't really have to deal with that guy. So, everyone leaves, and it's basically me and my 3 other friends who were with me walking. And, they come over here, and they're like, "What are you two doing?" And we were like, "We were just trying to get to our class, and then we came and saw this." And they were like, "Well, why didn't you go running with the other kids?" We were like, "Oh, well, we didn't want to get in trouble, and you eventually caught all of them." And they were like, "Oh, good decision. Good. Can you give me some, intel on why all this fucking happened?" And I was like, I guess. And my friend was there before us, so he knew a little bit, and I knew a little bit more because I heard about it when my friend told me in the middle of the day. So, we were just. So my friend starts off first. He's like, "Okay, all I really know is that some 2 random kids ran and got into a fight because I guess one of them was, racist because they weren't fucking banging on lockers like chimpanzees, like I already said." But yeah, 2 dudes got into a fight and one got stomped in the fucking head, but wasn't really injured that much. So yeah, he was perfectly fine. No, he wasn't. He got like some type of dumbass brain damage, and it's pretty funny, not gonna lie. And no, it wasn't brain damage to the point where he was like fucking retarded or anything like that. Don't use the R word. I just used it, and bad word, kids. Don't use it. But yeah, it wasn't like he was like fucking disabled. He was just, kind of got a little bit hurt. He had a little headache for a couple of days. He was fine. So, yeah, some dude got stomped in the fucking face. And then he told me that some girl got pants and everyone saw her fucking tits. Because, I guess 2 dudes, being the perverts that they are, pulled off her bra and her shirt and pulled down her pants, and oh my god, disgusting. That's disgusting. Yeah, that fucking happened, and that's really all my friend knew. And they go on, they're like, "Okay, you said you had information too." I was like, "Hell yeah." And really all I told them was that my friend, and I didn't say his name, I said my friend told me that this was gonna go down after lunch, but I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. But he was like, and then they tried making me rat out my boy, and they were like, "Okay, so who's your friend and what's his name?" I was like, I'm not gonna wait, no, I was dodging the question without seeming like I was just trying to, save my boy. So I was like, and then I just give him some fucking dumbass name. And this ties in to one of a saga that I'm looking to start posting about. And it's about some kid, just call him Jake. And I said, "Oh, Jake." And then, if you don't know, Jake is like some dumbass on my school. I'll talk about it later when I post new story times about it. But yeah, I was like, yeah, Jake told me, and they were like, "Okay, what's his last name?" I said, Trubisky. That's what we're gonna fucking call him. It sounds like an asshole name, so it's pretty good. So I was like, "Yeah, Jake Trubisky," and they're like, "Alright, bet." And they go, and I guess they got him. But yeah, that was really all that me and my boys were, caught up in. But this story time does not end here. As you can see, there's a lot of more story to go. Yeah. So with that being said, me and my friend go ahead and walk down to our 4th period class, and we sit down, put our bags on our chairs, and then we all just start talking. And then once we start talking, the teacher is like, "Why are you two in here?" And we were like, "Isn't this our 4th period class? This is like the middle of the school year." So we were like, "Did this guy forget about us or something?" But yeah, he's like, that the school got evacuated, right?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Yeah, they evacuated everyone because supposedly someone got into a fucking fight and started a BLM protest." So I was like, okay. And they were like, well, yeah, you can go home now. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And they were like, hell yeah, you guys can go home. They just didn't want to deal with the situation at the time, and they just told everyone just to leave. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. And me and my boys like looked at each other. We were like, y'all know what we gotta do, right? So we all end up leaving school, and we all meet up at the bus stop where we usually would be picked up from the bus. But as you know, we were supposed to walk home because yeah, school got evacuated. So me and my boys link up, and I had a little bit of money on me because I was planning to go to the store and buy like a couple of Monsters and a bag of chips because I was fucking hungry. Yeah, let me go ahead and take a sip of this Wilder. If you're watching this video, drink some water. It's good for you people. Yeah, we link up, we go to the store, and we had an amazing time. We were just chilling out. 3 bros chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart, because they're not gay. But, yeah, we're just chilling, minding our own business, not really thinking about, what just happened. And then the day goes by. I say goodbye to my boys, sadly. And then we go on. And it was a regular night. I edited some videos, and I played some video games, and then I went to bed. So I wake up early in the morning, do everything I need to do for school, and I get to the bus stop, and I start talking to one of my friends. I was like, bro, you heard about the, whole protest thing that went on yesterday? And they were like, yeah, another one's happening today, right? And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, hell yeah, they didn't get enough time. Put that in air quotes, but yeah, they basically didn't get enough time to do their whole BLM protesting, so they just wanted to pick up where they fucking left off, today. So I was like, okay, then I don't really care, but fine. And they were like, but yeah, no one really, knows about when it's gonna happen. It's supposed to be some type of surprise. So I'm like, okay. And yeah, basically, I go through my day, and then I'm walking to go to my second period class, which is like down the hall, which is art, right? And I fucking hated art, so I was in a terrible mood. And so I get down there, and then I just hear behind me just banging on lockers. Wild chimpanzees. It was basically yesterday part 2. So I'm like, fuck me. And I did not want to deal with this. I did not want to hear all this today. But I guess I would. Have to. So, I start bulldozing through people again. And, yeah, I accidentally shoved some kid into a locker. And, I guess he hurt his shoulder. He's fine. But yeah, besides random kid going and getting his shoulder absolutely fucked up, I get to my class and I was like, hell yeah, I'm here, finally. But he didn't tell me that they were going to be doing protests in the actual classrooms too. So I get into my art classroom and people are fucking jumping on top of tables. Like I said, wild chimpanzees. Like these idiots were fucking going absolutely wild on the fucking school. They're jumping on tables. They're saying no peace, no justice, and me saying that race isn't real. Was just like, fuck you all. And then I get to something went through my mind. And I was like, I'm about to make everyone in this bitch mad as fuck. So I say, I go to one of the bigger classrooms that had like most of the people in it, which was the music classroom. And I go in and I, yell out, race isn't real, right? And my boys were right behind me. And right when I said it, we all knew to fucking book it out of there. So we pick up, we get to straight moving, So we're running away as fast as we can. And I feel like I was in a fucking anime. I was like fucking jumping across places, jumping over tables and shit. I was going full fucking Naruto Shippuden on this bitch. So while we're in this anime chase scene, I just start, dipping and dodging and shit, trying to make sure I don't die. Yeah, we eventually make it to a dead fucking end, which we did not like too much. We get to a dead end and we're like, okay, fuck, we're fucked. So we turn around and we see this one dude, which was incredibly short, and he was known for being the big school bully, and I didn't really have any encounters with him, so I was like, okay, let's see what this guy's about. So he comes up and he's like, oh, were you the one that said racism real? And I was like, hell yeah, bro. And he pushes me and he says, oh, fuck you, bro, race is real, Black Lives Matter. And then he tries going for a punch, and this guy cannot punch for shit, so I just block his shit. And then I'm like, bro, do not touch me. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking touch you. And I was like, bro, don't touch me. He comes in again. I block that shit, and I straight dinger him right in the nose. And I see his nose start to bleed, and he's like, ah, fuck. And I'm like, I told you not to mess with me. And right after I said that, we get to running, because all his little friends started coming up to back him up, and we knew we weren't going to take care of them, because we had 7 people on our trail, and there was only 3 of us. So, yeah. Wouldn't make it out of there alive. So we keep running, and then we eventually ran out of school. But we didn't really want to skip school because let's just say we had a class with a teacher with a fat ass. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to chill out with friends in one of my chiller classes. So we're like, okay, well, I don't want to miss Miss So-and-so's class, so y'all trying to go back? And I'm like, hell yeah. My other friend's like, hell yeah, bro, I cannot miss that class. So we book it back in, and then at that point, the period had ended, second period had ended, and then third period had started, so we were like, okay, well, this is the class we didn't want to miss, and right after we have lunch. So we were like, hell yeah, something's gotta go on in lunch, because, like they did this in the hallways and the classrooms. What makes you think it's not gonna happen in lunch? So we get in the lunchroom, and sure enough, we started hearing kids banging their trays onto the table like they're wild chimpanzees. I just want to go back and see how many times I said wild chimpanzees in this video. My god. But yeah, we start hearing kids acting like foolish idiots around the class rooms, and then we go in and see this shit in the lunchroom. We were like, oh yeah, we gotta cause some havoc. So we started going fucking off for no damn reason. And like, me and my boys were, let's just say, stupid as fuck. And we started, like, acting like idiots. Like we just didn't know that if we fucked up here, we were indefinitely done if we got caught doing what we were about to do. But, me and my boys were ruthless as fuck, and we were set out to do what we wanted to do. So we jump onto the stage, because the stage is in the lunchroom. I don't know how that is in other schools, but it was at our school. So the class stage was like in the lunchroom. So we jump up there. And my boy knew how to, like, control amp shit, right? Because he did some type of DJing thing, and yeah, cool. So he turns that bitch on, and we start going to hell with that shit. My boy started singing the Simp song. Like, bro, this was, like, so fun. But, yeah, inevitably, we almost got caught. I don't know how we got away with this. But we had our hoodies, like, tucked over our faces, and we all had, like, drawstring hoodies. So we tied them up real good, and then we, sealed the little string thingies. So no one could see our face. So, and then we were all faking our voices. And, we were pretty good at faking our voices, so they didn't hear us. Very nice. So, with that being said, after we had enough fun going around doing fucking nothing, we, eventually ran out of time and lunch was over. So, we run back to our class, we undo our whatchamacallits, and we change our hoodies because we kept, like fucking 5 or 6 hoodies in our backpacks, and that was really the only thing that was in our backpack. So we changed our hoodies, and yeah, we sit down, and we're laughing like fucking idiots after the situation. And the teacher in the class is like, "What are you guys laughing at about?" And we were like, "Oh, you didn't hear about the stuff that was going on in the lunchroom?" And they're like, no." I'm like, "Yeah, some kid was thinking about Simpson shit. It was funny. It was amazing." They're like, "Oh, is that so?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, were you guys a part of doing this shit?" And I was like, no." And they were like, "Oh, good. Y'all stay out of trouble, alright?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then class started, and yeah, we got away with that whole situation, which me and my boys did not know exactly how the fuck we did, because we should have gotten our ass fucking, expelled for that shit. I don't know how the fuck we didn't, but yeah, I guess we didn't. So after that whole ordeal happens, we go through the rest of the day, and then we link up like we did the last day. We go to the store because I'm a Monster addict. Yeah, I'm pretty addicted to Monster, and yeah, we went to the store. We bought some Monster and some drinks and some chips and shit, and that was the end of the day. We finished our day like that, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. My boys had a lot of fun, and it was overall a pretty fun experience. So, yeah, moral of the story is, don't be like me and my friends, because we were absolute idiots and shouldn't have been doing what we were doing. But, yeah, we didn't really care, so, I guess that's the thing. So, yeah, don't be like us, don't be idiots, and, don't be a dumbass. I love you guys all. Some slight plugs. Go ahead and follow my TikTok at Beluga Boy with an A. Go follow all my socials. So you can be posted about other, YouTube channels, or see my sexy chimpanzees. That sounded terrible. I was talking about my friends and stupid shit that we're doing on the daily, because we do some other crazy stupid shit. So, yeah, go follow that. Go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and turn on post notifications so you will know whenever I post a new video. I love you guys. Remember, take your EpiPens, kids. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. And I'll see you next time. I love you guys. See you in the next video. I'm trying to just wait out the time here. And, yeah, peace. Love you guys.